Hi, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I have for you two Dollar Tree DIYs, and they're also for the fall season that's coming up. And so without further ado, let's get to crafting. Okay, our first two projects is first painting these little square boxes that came with the drawers. I already took them out and painted them because with my bad arm I only have to use one arm and it took a while, so I figured y'all know how to paint. And then I took the sign here. You can take any sign as long as it's long and square. And I had to leave my jute rope with the ties on the outside, but I kind of like it like that. So I had to paint this one too. All you do is put on either one thick coat or two regular coats. And then you'll need your hot glue gun. And just put a fair amount of glue here. Let me get that glue down there. It didn't want to go down. Alright, and then get your other one and make sure you put it on even. And it'll look like that. Just making sure I painted all of them because I missed painting one, but I'm lucky it's a side. Put your fair amount of glue on this one too. Even it up. Just push down on it so it gets real tight and there's no gap. And now you want to set it up. Take you some of this, I think it's eucalyptus, these. It's in the fall, and I picked out 3 of the same kind. And what you want to do, I might be able to do it with it, yeah. Is bend the stem down, and then if it sticks out, bend it down even more. Do that to all 3 of them. See, I can use my hand to hold stuff. I just can't use it to do things with it or move from the elbow up because of the way the injury is. And if you want, you can put some of these some of these floral foam, cut it in half and put it down in there, and just cut the stems off and just stick them down in there. So there's really 2 ways you can do this. But it's not that hard to... Alright, now you see how they look. Now the next thing is, go ahead and just take them out. Put you some glue. Now make sure you even this up on both sides. And make sure it's straight going across. Okay, now push down. Now I have this Blessed from the Dollar Tree. It's this Blessed. They normally come in Blessed, Thankful, and Grateful. And we're going to center that and put it right there. And just straighten it out if you can. Now let's put our flowers back in. Let me find the stem here. And this is what it looks like. There's no point. I was going to put some stuff through here, but with the flowers covering it up, there wouldn't be any point. Now make sure you fluff these. Okay, and now we'll go on to the next one. Okay, our next project, you take one of these signs that they had for summer. It could be any of the signs that hang like this, and you get some sandpaper, sand the glitter off as much as you can. I had to get my husband earlier to sand it off because I tried and couldn't get it off using just one hand. And get you some paint. It can be any color for the background. Let's shake this up. You don't need a lot, and just nice even strokes. You just paint it, and I get a nice thick coat on it, and then it'll have to dry and put another coat on it. Okay, now I painted all three of the signs and let them dry. And now I picked these up at the Target dollar spot. These is Thankful and Grateful in the three different colors that you see here. The wood is on top, white and orange is on the bottom. And on the back it shows you an example of similar, the signs, they're similar, but on this it's straight on each side. But there's that one. And then there's this one. It has different pumpkins and gourds in it. And again, it shows you on the back how you can use them with the Thankful and Grateful signs. And then these are the wood. You can paint them or leave them as is. And it shows them being used with these other two. And again, these were $1 each pack. So I'm going to use the one on the bottom. Well, I thought it could be ripped, but you're going to have to cut it. I'm just going to flip it over and lay them down here just to get an eye for what they're going to look like. Okay, there's that. Now I'm going to do the leaves. Can't believe it hurts my shoulder and arm just to barely hold something as light as this. And we're going to put one there. I think I'm going to go grateful, thankful like this. And I believe it doesn't show an example of them, so I'll just have to wing it. And then I believe I'm going to use some of the leaves down here. And then we're going to use, okay, that's the leaves. That's the grateful. We're going to use some of these pumpkins and gourds. See what we have here first. Maybe put that one there, that one there, and then see what's in the middle section here. Turn this around so we can, oh, it's white, this one is, okay. And I'm thinking putting the big pumpkin there. Scoot the leaves over. Put a little pumpkin here. Let's see if this one has another little pumpkin. I think it does. Hopefully it's a green one. Well, no, it's the wood color. But let me see what else they have here. I could put a gourd here. And well, either way you look at it, there's going to be a wooden color in it, but I say put it right here, and that looks pretty good. And we'll get this gourd out and put the pumpkin back in. Now, these have, you peel them off the back. If I can get a hold of it. I'm just going to glue them. Now remember, I got these little packs at Target, the dollar spot, and they were just $1. Bear with me if I move slow, it hurts to use my arm. Just put a little bit of glue on each end and right on in the center. Even that out there, make sure it's right in the center. Got that up too high. Push down on it, just make sure they stay. And this one looks like it'll come off. And we do that all the way down. Okay, and this is what it looks like when it's finished. And all you have to do is just hang it up. I think it's adorable. Alright, I want to thank you all for stopping by and checking out my channel. If you liked it, click that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that little bell next to it, and leave a comment. Alright, thank you all. I hope you have a happy day. Okay, for our first project, I used one of these signs from Valentine's Day. You can use either wall sign that you want. I took the label off the back, sanded it down, and put 2 coats of chalk paint, Waverly chalk paint on it, and let it dry. Then I had my husband put the hanger, the jute rope, back in, and the way he did it, he just put it in and tied it like that, which is just as good as the way I would have done it. And now I've got this transfer sheet that I picked up from Target, the dollar spot last year, and you get 2 of them in it. That's the 2 you get in it for $3. And what you do, peel it off, and you put it where you want it to be, and then you firmly press down. Do the same on the other side. Just make sure you get it straight. And then push down on it. Now I think the lettering is going to be the tricky part. So I think what I'm going to do is snip each off. Just take your time. so you don't rip it. Make sure you connect this right where it's supposed to be connected. Might take a little bit of extra time, but it's worth getting it done right. Let's see if I can get this one all in one. Okay, doing that wrong. Goes on top here. I've never done this before, so bear with me. Okay, there's the happy. And you do the same for fall and y'all. I'm going to try to get it all in one. Didn't know this was going to be this challenging on my arm. On my shoulder, I should say. Definitely 2 hands. Okay. Now y'all, and I'm going to cut this one because that one was way more than what I expected. And the whole I might be able to get it. Okay. Whoops. Just be careful with it. Now let's put the yawl down there. Okay. Just rub it. They say it on the instructions to press firmly on everything. That's to make sure it sticks. Now let's do the last leaves. And here it is, all in its finding glory. Looks beautiful, I think. So let's get ready for the next project. Okay, in our next project you will need 2 of these little succubus in this box, and 1 slightly bigger one. And take your scissors or anything that you can just pop that right off. It's just glued in there, and there is a nail, so that'll really help putting your sunflower in. Once, just push it down in there. That'll really help on these. Go ahead and do this one. See, those just pop. That's easier than I thought. Just stick it right up into the sunflower. Be careful. If you go too far down, just pull it back out. Okay, now see how good this comes out. If it comes out easy, and it does. And all you have to do first is get you, I'm using burnt umber, and I'm going to use a sponge brush, I should say. Let me get this off the top of this. Put you some down in there. And just paint the whole thing. Put a thick coat on and paint the white, or whichever one you get. They have all different kinds of this size one. But just paint the whole thing. Okay, now that it's dry, just take your sunflower upside down and put a lot of glue. Put a lot of glue on it. No matter how I try not to use this arm, the more it seems it needs it. Just a lot of glue. Now, center it right in the center. And hold it. You want to hold it that way it starts dry and smooth and straight, not smooth, but straight and not tilted towards the side. Shouldn't take long. Normally it doesn't take long for this glue to set. Okay, and once the glue is set, this is what it looks like. All you need is to find a mantle, a table, or a shelf and just sit them up. And that's what they look like. Alright, now on to the next project. Okay, next we have this gather sign. Sorry, it's broke right here and I had to glue it back on. I had it sitting over on the island and my kitty cat, one of the kittens, decided to start playing there and knocked it right into the floor and it just broke. But anyway, what I want to do is paint this white. And I'm going to use a sponge brush again. Just get you some paint. And just start painting the whole thing. You don't have to use a sponge brush. You can use a regular paintbrush. It's just my preference. And let's just paint the whole thing white. And this is what it looks like when it's finished. So these are the 3 projects that we're working on that we worked on today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. It really helped my channel grow. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit that little bell next to it. That way you won't miss any of my future videos, and leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Alright, have a good day. Hi everyone, I'm Thelma of Seasonal Crafts and Creations. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. Today I have for you several fall DIYs with merchandise that came from the Dollar Tree. So without further ado, let's get to crafting. Okay, our first project, you will need 3 pumpkins. These came from the Dollar Tree. And, well, no, one of them came from Walmart. And they're just your regular foam pumpkins. They don't have to be this color. Just snip off the tag. And let's figure out which one you want on the bottom and which on the top. Pull out the stems. Just sit them on top and get a good look. I think I'll go with that on the bottom and this there. Okay, you will need some fall leaves. You can buy the packs of them at the Dollar Tree. I normally put one color across from each other, just to give it a different look. This is a topiary pumpkin. And then cut them down. Go ahead and get you some glue. And use your finger protectors if you have them. If you don't, just be very careful doing this and use something else besides your finger to push that down there. And you can get these at the Dollar Tree, 3 in a pack for $1. These finger protectors. Okay. Now I have some sunflowers, the 6 in a pack and then the 9 in a pack that I'm going to be using. But first, let's get this glued on here. Put a fair amount of glue to make this pumpkin stick. And then we're going to put some more leaves up here. Find some green ones. There's one. Just cut them off. Sorry if I'm moving slow. My hand, well, my shoulder still hurts. And these are at Hobby Lobby. I seen them priced smaller than this for $10. So you can make these for about $4. That noise was my kitten. She decided to knock a spoon off the counter into the floor just to see it fall. Let's just see. Here's that one. And then the last one. And then we can get to decorating it. And keep the stem on the top one. Push down real hard, just make sure they stick. Alright, now you don't have to use sunflowers, you can use whatever flowers you have on hand. These would be all tangled up. Twisted up, I mean. You gotta untwist them. Now, I'm gonna first see if these will slide through there. If not, I want to cut the, okay, it won't. It'll push the leaves in. So just take your wire cutters and cut that off if you get these sunflowers. Leave a little bit on it and just stick them to it. Stick them in there. Yeah, that'll do. Now, just put a little bit of glue on it. Let's see how I left a little bit of that stem. then I'm just gonna put all of these on the bottom. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut all these stems. Now, I have a contest going on. It's a giveaway contest, and if you watch a video, which you're doing now, subscribe to my channel and click that little bell next to the subscribe so you'll be notified of future videos that I upload. Not only will you, now we're going to go straight across and put one right here. Yeah. And subscribe to my channel and click that little bell. Leave a comment letting me know that you subscribe to my channel so I have your username. And you will be entered into the contest. And if you would like to see what's in it, you can watch my videos, the last 6 of them I think it is, that are DIYs, and each time I do a DIY I add more stuff to the box. Or if you want me to do a video, take a moment out, maybe a 10-minute video, and show you all what's in the giveaway box so far, just let me know in the comment and I'll make a video just to show y'all and catch you up. Okay, this is what this one looks like. So let's set this aside. Okay, for our next project you will need 2 pumpkins. They don't have to be the tall ones like this one or the short one. They could be any kind of pumpkins you want. But you will need some of this Crafter Square jewel border stickers. Any color you want. I have gold and white. Okay, what you do, pick out which one you're going to work with first. And might be better just to lay it down so to quit rolling around. Start peeling this off and just take it up to the top and go down the seam like that, and just go about right there and cut it off. Now make sure you rub it. Now you don't need no glue with this, so I can take my safety guards off and then flip it around and do the other side straight across. And make sure you get it straight. So one line, I do 2 pieces. I mean 2 sides. This is a lot better. Last year I did some with the jewel border and the those little gemstone, the rose that you can get, silver or gold, or I think it comes in other colors too, but you had to glue them on. But with these jewel border stickers, it just sticks right on. It makes it so much easier. And you get the same result. You get the glam on up. Now take it and in the center going this way. That way it'll be on 4 sides. I'm just going to bring this a little closer to me because of my shoulder. And again, make sure you get it straight. Well, I don't want to cut. There. Excuse me. Now flip it around and do the same on this one. And there you go. Let's just press on it like we did the other ones. And here's this one. If you want, you can even go one more in between. But I kind of like it like this. See how it glams it up? And this pumpkin in particular, it's already, it has glitter painted on it, giving it that real good glam look. Okay, and now for the small one, I'm going to do the white. That has a piece on it. Go right down the seam again. Just snip it off. This is so fun and relaxing to do. I have anxiety real bad and panic attacks, and I've noticed how crafting that's why I still do it even though my shoulder is killing me. It kind of takes your mind off of things just to sit or well, I had to stand at first, but to sit and do something you love, and it takes your mind off of things and puts you in a nice calm place. I'm just going to go ahead and put that all the way there. So on the next one, since that's how that does, I'm just going to take the whole thing and go all the way around without cutting it. Make sure it goes up the seam. Okay, and that's what that one looks like. Okay, let me just move this out of the way real fast. Alright, and the last DIY I have for you is take one of these little signs, take this off. I tried to take this off, but I have no idea how. It just kept peeling, so just sand it. If you know how to take it off, go ahead and in the comments, please let me know a good way to take these tags off like this that are stubborn. Now I have some crafting paper I got from, this came from a pack at the dollar spot at Target. So you can get any kind you want. You need a pencil or pen. Trace it going all the way around. Keep it straight. See how that did? Oh, it did real good. Let me make sure. Just double check it. Okay. Now just trim it. Now I'll sit it on first and check, make sure, because it could be whoops. Need trimmed off just a little bit. That feels good. I don't know how it got off. Probably the pencil I was using. Maybe next time I need to use a pen. I've never used a pencil. Okay. I think this is peel and stick. I'm just checking. Because if it is, I won't need to use the glue. Yes, this is peel and stick. If not, you can use Mod Podge or is it Pod Modge? Yes, Pod Modge or your glue gun. But just make sure you get it centered. Put it on. Get all the wrinkles out. Let's see. Trim any off that is going over. This is my first time doing one of these. I don't practice before. I just whenever I think of something to do, I just get my stuff together and I do it. So I'm actually learning as I'm showing you. Okay, that looks good. See, that way you can flip it around and use the other side too if you wanted. And put this little bow back up here. And let me grab a sunflower. Okay, I came back with a few things, sunflowers and pumpkins. I'm going to lay them on, see which I like best. There's the pumpkin, that's cute. The sunflower, it could be 2 of them. I think to go with the sunflower topiary pumpkin that we just did, even though the pumpkin does look good, to stick with the sunflowers and just put one right in the center. Alright, that's it. Let me show you. I hope you enjoyed these DIYs. If you could, leave in the comment which one is your favorite. I think this one is my favorite because I've never made one of these before. And they're just cute. Alright. I want to thank you all for stopping by and checking out my channel. If you liked it, today's video, give me a big thumbs up. It really helped my channel grow. Share the video with friends. Get it out there. Let more people see it. I'd appreciate it. And subscribe to my channel and hit that bell right next to it so you won't miss out on any future uploads that I do. I do hauls, DIYs, and makeup videos. And not only by subscribing, you'll also be entered into the contest. And I'm going to go get right now some of the items that I'm going to put in to show you what's going in this week's box. My mind went blank, I'm sorry. Okay, what I'm putting in for this week is from Crafts Square acrylic paint. The blue, there's 2 of those. There's the other one. There's an orange for the fall season, and a real pretty purple. And as I see more colors come out, I'll buy some more up. And hopefully there'll be some for the fall season. I'll really look for it. So I want to thank y'all for stopping by. Have a great day. Bye. Okay, for our first project, we're going to need 2 of these Dollar Tree Christmas trees. I have them in green, and just pop one of these off. You will need some cable ties. What we're going to do, we're going to tie 2 of them together, 2 of the trees. Just take the limbs and push them all toward one end. Do that on both of them, but leave this on one. Okay. First tie it down here at the bottom. Make sure you get this tight. And I'll take it and do the same up here. Try not to get any of the limbs in between the hoe and the, just make sure all the limbs are out of the way. And you can use the longer cable ties if you need. Because it's going to be hard to do. Okay, we'll just use string because you will need longer cable ties. Let me show you how to do it. I've got string ready. It's this ribbon, 9 foot. Just take it through there. Wrap it around it twice. Don't get any of the branches in between the two poles. Just make this tight. And then we'll do it again up here on top. I haven't made one of these before, so that's why I didn't know the cable ties weren't going to be long enough, or if I had known, I'd have got the big ones. But it's all a learning process. Just make sure you pull tight. Go ahead and cut this, and any rope from the tree. Let's see. Put your little stand on it. What we're doing, we're making a fall tree, a fall mini tree, for a tabletop or your island. I didn't know some of these were hard to put in there. There. Now just straighten out your branches. If you have fall lights, you can put some of them on it too, which I have. Okay, let's just straighten out all the branches. And I went and got my lights. They're little pumpkins. You can get them at the Dollar Tree. Pumpkins, leaves, and owls at the Dollar Tree. And all you need is 2 AA batteries in it. I'm just going to leave the battery pack on the bottom. And just string your lights. String them, I mean hang them on your tree. This is a very simple little tree. Let me show you what it looks like with it. being lit. Now, I have little gnomes that I'm going to put on mine. And owls. Here's my little gnomes. You can buy these on Amazon and eBay. They were 6 of them for $5. I'm just putting little gnomes, and here's my little owls. There's 4 of them, and these came from Walmart. So we're just going to hang the owls and the... You can hang whatever you want on yours. But I prefer to do the gnomes and the owls because that's what my thing is for the fall when it comes to little trees. I'm taking a plaid one and putting up here for the tree topper. Bring this up some so you can see. And just going around with the little gnomes. Probably won't need all 6 of them. Well, I might as well put them on. I only have 2 left. And there's my little fall tree with the little lights on. Let me know what you think of it, and let me know what you decide to put on yours. I'd really like to know. I'm interested. Let me set this aside. In the next project, you need one of these 8x10 picture frames from the Dollar Tree. And this printout of sunflowers I got from Pinterest.com. All you have to do is copy it and paste it into Microsoft Word and then enlarge it because it's a small one. Just be careful when you bend these little things because sometimes they have a tendency to break out of the frame. And this is just a very simple decoration. You can paint the frame if you want, but I got the color I wanted so I can reuse this frame for Halloween. But there you go. It looks like you've got a $4 or $5 picture there. And the next one project is, I took this vase. If you remember, I put a vase down inside of it, and I put the rocks in, and then I put the moss, and then there's little rocks in here too, moss rocks, and then more mesh. And all you have to do is get your flowers that you're going to be using, and I'm doing sunflowers and other flowers, fall flowers, and some leaves, and they have pumpkins on them, some of them do. Just pull off a branch or a flower, and it should come right off. So let's get these flowers ready, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, you want to first, I'm going to grab my sunflowers and start putting them in the vase. Just sit them down in there, and let me first get a filler and put down in here. Okay, I don't have any newspaper or any type of paper, so I'm using grocery bags. Just pop it down in there and push. That way your flowers will stand up taller. And start putting them in and arrange them as you're putting them in. Now I'm going with these flowers, and they have the pumpkins. All these came from the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to arrange them out some. See how the pumpkins look? I'm going to grab one with sunflower and berries and a pine cone, and it has pumpkins. Now, I've never seen these flowers up there, these sunflowers. They make them out of, it looks like burlap. So I think they just came out with these this year. Make sure your pumpkins can be seen. I'm going to put a little more orange in it. Some of these flowers with pumpkin. Just arrange them as you go. Let's see, now I'm putting in, this is a black-eyed Susan. Give it a little white in with it. And I just arrange them as I go. Now I picked up some of these mini sunflowers. And then some of these little flowers with berries. All these are in with their fall flowers this year. I'm just trying to get it, the limbs are stuck together. There. And then I'm going to stick in some of this, it's like a burgundy color with a white pumpkin. I'm just checking to see where my pumpkins are. Okay, put this one right here.
I'm no florist or nothing. I've never taken a class. I just do this on my own for fun. I enjoy decorating. Let's just go around and see if there's any naked spots. Now I have this sunflower they came out with this year too. And just arrange it. Alright, and now you know these picks, they come 2 for $1. I'm just going to stick him in about right there. Let me bring this up so you could see. Just go through and rearrange your flowers. And here's this project finished. Okay, I have one more flower arrangement. These you might remember from last year. I had some left over. And I just have a bunch of flowers that I cut the stems off. And what we're going to do is just stick them down in here. Get any of your fall flowers and cut the stems. And if you don't have this one, but you have I call them 10 buckets that come from the Dollar Tree for this year, but I haven't been able to find them. Go ahead and use them, or even the ones for the spring. You can use them too. But I'm just going through and putting the flowers in. And this looks real nice once you have it finished. And I also have a little one of these bush bouquets. It's going to sit right down in the center. And then put one of these flowers right down in the center with it. That way it stays up. I have a rose I thought I'd put in there. Just pop your colors in, going around. That way it'll pop and it'll look real good. Finding any naked spots. Then I have one more little flower here. And again, I have one of these little scarecrows. We're gonna, I already have one there. I didn't want to put it right next to it. And now I think the one with the yellow hat will look good. Now see, that was just 3 minutes. And there you go. Okay, for our next project, you will need 2 of these signs. That's got the fall and the 3 pumpkins, and some jute rope or some of this ribbon rope. And just flip over your, all you need is the pumpkins. And it just pops right out. I just take the staples out and lay them aside so I could throw them away. Because I tell you from experience, you don't want to step on one. And the doctor said I could use my arm just sparingly. No heavy lifting or anything like that. So I'm using it without my sling. If I start going slow, it's just because it's hurting. And be sure to check out the description. I'll put in it about the giveaway contest I have going on. All you have to do is watch a video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that little bell next to it so you'll be notified of future videos and you won't miss any. And leave a comment letting me know that you subscribe. That way I'll have your name to put in the drawing. Okay, what we're doing, we're making a garland. First, tie a little knot right here. That way you'll be able to hang it with a nail. You need your glue gun and glue. And if you have these little safety things, wear them. Just take a little bit and so you can hang it, and then glue this right to the center. Leave a little space. Put some down, put some glue down, then put the rope right on it. Make sure you get enough glue on it. And do that to the whole thing. Now we're going to just use 5 of them. And not the one with its fall on it. Now if you have a longer space that you're going to hang it, you can use all 6 of them. I'm trying to get this off it was sitting on my glue gun. Just make sure you put some down, then the rope, and then more glue. And see how I'm putting them the same distance away from each other? Okay, now make sure to tie the end. And double knot it. Now let this dry before you move it. Okay, for our next project, you will need the 2022 12-month calendar with the truck on the front, or you can get any one of them, and I just cut the front off because I want to use the Happy Harvest and save the Happy Harvest here in the calendar for a later project. And I'm using the cardboard that came out of the calendar, and I'm using, I can't find my Mod Podge, so I'm using Elmer school glue, and it should work the same as any other project you do when you're using the glue. But if you have the Mod Podge, you can go ahead and use it. But I like this because it's purple, and you can see where you put it on at. And this is the last project. And then I will show you what I'm putting in the basket for the giveaway once we get finished with this project. Put a fair amount of glue. And just put it evenly on the cardboard. Or you can use the back of a sign, like I said. And that's finished. Now, all we have to do is turn it around, get you some rope, decide how long you want it to be. If you use a sign, you won't have to glue it. You can just take the jute rope off and then put it back on. Just put you some glue down there and make sure you put it in the same spot on the other side. And I made the rope a little bit too long, but just push it down in there and put a little more glue on top. Go ahead and take your scissors and cut the extra off. And let this dry. Okay, and this is what it looks like when it's finished and dried. And the back looks just like that. And you just hang it up. And I'm going to leave it as it is. You can make a bow and put right here in the center or off to the side, but I like it the way it is. I don't want to take away from the beautiful artwork of the photo. Okay, now for the items that I'm putting in for the giveaway. I have a 10-pack of snap clips. They're real shiny and they remind me of fall. I have a 3-pack of these hair clips. I thought these would be nice to pull your hair back. And 2 SM It's Smoke and Mirrors nail polish. The hair things came from the Dollar Tree, and these came from Five Below. Alright, well that's it for today's video. I want to thank y'all, and I'll see you next time.